Hi, everyone. Welcome to Module 13. We're almost at the end. I want to congratulate all of you for making it this far. I know I've mentioned it 100 different times, but this course in particular is the most difficult CJ course in the major. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. You're doing a great job. Just make sure that you continue to post your briefs by the assigned due date in the discussion area Wednesdays. And respond to your peers. Remember that the analysis and assigning which concept is the most important part of any of the briefs. So for this week, the concepts are kind of self-explanatory, but for the sake of just kind of putting a video together and reaching out to you, there are 4 that I wanted to highlight for this week. So the first one is tumultuous behavior. And tumultuous behavior is essentially violence and disorderly movement as well as agitation of a group of people. The next one is vagrancy, which is the act and practice of wandering from place to place. Third one is unlawful assembly, self-explanatory, but it's defined as 2 or more people assembled together to do an unlawful act. Best example of that would be Antifa. They don't get a permit, which makes it the unlawful act. Never mind the fact that there might be damage or personal property or harm to another person. It's their unlawful assembly, which makes it with a lack of permit, which makes it the violation of our law, of one of our laws. And the last one would be failure to dispense. So that would be, again, Antifa. And that is defined as a crime of 2 or more persons in a gathering in a course of disorderly conduct, so that we go back to another concept, substantial harm, serious injury that they intentionally refuse to disperse. So long, drawn out definition, but essentially it's Antifa in a nutshell. Didn't have a permit, disorderly conduct, unlawful assembly, and they failed to disperse once police arrive. If you think of out west in some of the cities out there, particularly Seattle, where they took over a section of the city, that is, they didn't get a permit for it. Police weren't allowed into they weren't following directions, and they were causing damage, and they failed to disperse when ordered to. So that is the best example I can offer. And I know that some of you are going through some burnout right now. It's the end of the semester. It's important that we stick this through. You're almost over. You're almost done. Some of you are graduating, and which is cause for celebration soon. So keep up the hard work. Make sure that you are posting the briefs for the discussion areas by Wednesday. That gives other people an opportunity to respond. That you're putting a significant amount of your focus on the analysis in the conclusion, specifically the analysis, so that you can put these concepts that we talk about, that I list, inside the brief. If you continue to keep losing points in your brief, that means that for the most part, your analysis is incredibly weak, or you're not including a concept. And some of you are submitting to me work that I wouldn't expect out of a 5th grader when it comes to grammatical and spelling areas. Ladies and gentlemen, it's college. We're in week 13. Can you please start a sentence with a capital letter? Please? All right. With that being said, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.